and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Precious Follower. Some people call me the Precious Follower. Some people call me Precious. Some people call me Follower, and some people call me just Free. Some people just call Precious. Well, anyone, Precious Follower. So in this series, I'm going to be having a 6 video on this topic. So I'm going to be talking about my first half of the service here. I started service in February, so I think it's just time to talk about how I spent my first 6 months of service here. So one thing I want you to do before you continue to watch this video is that I want you to press the subscribe button. Yes, it does not bite, so press it and subscribe, and don't forget to like and share this video. All right, let's get straight into it. NYSC. You know, I used to be of the opinion that NYSC should be scrapped. I don't like it. It's a waste of time. Can I just go and start my master's? Because I'm a career person, you know. You understand? I'm this kind of person that, you know, when I become a doctor, even my husband will call me baby doctor, doctor baby, doctor dear. You know, so I was just all about, can we just go through, can we just keep the service here? But then it's necessary. I couldn't go on. There's nothing I can do without the Bali of the NYSC. So yeah, I began to make preparations for it, and then we registered in the month of, I think, late January, early February. That was when we started our registration, and then we were told to wait for our call-up letter. You know how this thing about call-up letter used to be. The whole thing is, we put connection. My daddy and my mommy, they put connection. Call everybody they know. They call this one, call that one. My daughter is going to NYSC. I don't want her to post that far away. I don't. I submitted my what's that coach called? My God, I've forgotten. I submitted my call-up number. Yes, I submitted my call-up number. I did everything to the person, and at the end of the day, that day, the posting day came, and I opened my portal. You know, all this while we've been thinking, oh, it's going to be Ogun State with all the connection that we've put. But I saw Kaduna that night like this. I just like this. I checked again. I saw Kaduna. I was like, hey, where do I start from? Kaduna, okay. And I don't know if I should be happy or sad. I was just dumb. Like my emotion was not just there. I was not feeling it, and I was still feeling that, oh, I'm going for service, but I was not feeling it. I just don't know how to place my emotions that time. So I called my eldest sister, and I told her about the news that I've been posted to Kaduna. Mind you, I couldn't even tell my parents that were beside me. I had to call my sisters, and I told them the news. My other sister was like, no, you cannot go anywhere. You are not serving. You are not this. You are not that. I'm like, my immediate elder sister now stepped in and said, she has to go. There is nothing that will happen. We didn't want to delay her. This one that she will go. Nothing will happen. Like, Kaduna, in this era of insecurity, kidnapping, and bandits on Abuja Kaduna road. Hey, I was just, in fact, I was so perplexed. I was just out of it. Then I told my dad. I called my dad and I told him that I've been posted to Kaduna State. I was like, hey, Kaduna. Later on, I told my auntie, and my auntie just called me and said, go and check for the price of the flight. I will be posted to Kaduna. Kaduna this, Kaduna that. What are we going to do? No, you can't go to Kaduna. But still, just go check for the price of the flight. You can't go by road. You have to fly. I was like, okay, ma. That's one that it remains my mom. Breaking the news to my mom. I just took it gently. I think after 2 days, that was when I called my mom and told her that I've been posted to Kaduna State. And my mom was like, hey, for where? How do we do it? But nevertheless, let me cut the long story short. I booked a flight for Lagos to Kaduna, and yeah, I traveled to Lagos and then I went to Kaduna by flight. And trust me, I did not disgrace my family. It was my first flight actually. And I did not disgrace my family. I took pictures of the sky, of the plane. I was just doing as if, let me go advanced flight attendant or advanced flight passenger. It was fun. Okay, so we got to the camp. We got to, no, not before camp. How can I miss these important details? In February, we got to Kaduna International Airport, I said. And you see this breeze that welcomed us. In like 10 minutes, I turned white. I was just like, yeah, where am I? What is happening? See mist everywhere. And that was around 12 or thereabout. And the whole of Kaduna was still Tikamatan in February. How? February. Yeah, February 23rd, 2022 to be precise. And I was just like, wow. The breeze was much. The cold was much, even in the afternoon. Then we took a taxi. Thank God I met my fellow coppers in the plane. So we took a taxi and we got to camp. On getting to camp, I got to realize that I printed one of my friend's documents and I didn't print my own. I thought I printed my, but it was my friend's document that I printed. So they were just, it almost caused a confusion till I got to check the name. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, it's not mine. And you know, I had to go print another one and the registration began. And yeah, welcome to camp. Welcome to Black Gold Camp, Kaduna. Oh, Kaduna was fun, yes. To my own, I didn't have so much fun. I restricted myself to some kind of fun because number one, I am a child of God, so there are some things I can do and things that I cannot do. All things are lawful for me, yeah. So I met people, you know. I did not do parade though. People like us, hey, it's not do parade. I not do parade at all. I joined the Red Cross, yes. Of course, I am a certified first aider right from my university days. So I just joined the Red Cross to, you know, save life and save the paraders that are fainting, you know. So I joined the Red Cross, and then we began to, you know, just do stuff, little stuff. But yes, I did not parade. I did not parade though. And social night, what do I do in social night? I used to go out, but at times I watch. And Said, what did I do inside? Don't judge me. I know we are all guilty of it. I slept. I slept. Like that side time was just a period for me to sleep because at times I don't sleep till like 3. Yeah. Sometimes I pray. Sometimes I used to be on phone calls or I was just doing some stuff right up there. And before I know it, it's already morning and I've not yet slept a wink. And I just, you know, bathe. Of course, because I have to go for morning devotion. I brush, go to the parade ground before everyone else. I and some other people, you know, we do a little bit of prayer. I do my personal prayer. Though I don't join them in the group prayer. I do my personal prayer. So when I'm done, I join them for the group prayer, and then people start coming in for devotion. Afterwards, so science is just that time for me to sleep. You understand? I can't say this is the single thing I left inside, which is very, very bad of me because a lot of knowledge was passed during the side and lecture, but I did not get it. To be honest, I did not. I slept. And, you know, at that time, I was still thinking about the fact that, why am I here? I was always angry because I don't want this NYSC of a thing. I never wanted to be in Kaduna. I never wanted to be in camp. I never wanted to be wearing white and white. I wanted to be in a class, studying for my master's, studying to collect that certificate that will take me to the next level because I'm this kind of person that sets time and sets goals. You understand? Like at this particular age, this is where I want to be. And the age is already here and I'm not that. So all those things, you know, discouraged me. And in camp, I was just like, can they just scrap this whole thing? I was not that happy. That excitement was not there. But yeah, I was excited a little because people were beginning to ask me why I am not yet in service, because apparently I stayed at home for 8 months after my last paper. And yeah, let me move forward. So the excitement was not there. I was not even ready to network and connect. I was just there, just meeting people, building my faith. I must really say, camp built my faith. Camp made my faith stronger. You know, I met people that are more spiritually inclined, and having to mix with them, having to pray with them, having to, you know, share the word of the Lord with them, it really helped me. It really helped me grow. You know, I'm encouraged to pray. I'm amazed out at what God is doing with them and what God is even going to do with me. You know, then I began to hear God's voice. You know, began to see God differently, began to relate with God differently, listening, and so many other things. Like, that is even the highlight of my camping experience. I was able to connect spiritually. I was able to relate. I must really say I thank God for the people I met in camp, the likes of Stephen, the likes of Eunice, the likes of Charles, the likes of Lois, yes, Taiwo, and oh God, how am I forgetting their names? But yes, this Zion, praise, these people, you know, I really thank God for SCCF, the fellowship we have every evening, the Sunday services. I'm always encouraged that, oh, these are young people that the Lord is using, and no, God can actually use me to, you know, it helped me, and even helped me to stay focused in camp. I was not derailed. I really thank God for that. And yes, did I like the soldiers? No, I ate them. I hated them, and to be honest, should I say I still ate them? That's why I use the word ate and not hated, because the way they, you know, the way they talk, the way they do things, I'm like, wow, you people, don't you have compassion? Even if we are in this camp, how can you not just be treating us like we are, I don't know, we don't have rights? Yes, fine, we don't have rights, but there are some things that you know. There was a day I actually donated blood, and the commandant gave us the permission that those of us that donated blood shouldn't stay under the sun and shouldn't even join the parade. And this soldier came, I was like, Nain sent us, make we donate blood. I better come out, go out. I was like, wow, what? Like, really? If we are protecting the nation, no, this blood we donated, do you know how far? Do you know somebody's life? Do you know who the blood might actually save? Do you know if it's even a soldier, the blood is going to save? And you know, that hatred is just there, because I just detested that. Like, no, you don't have to do like that. You can actually be a soldier and be nice. We have nice soldiers actually. So I was not even bothered about snapping pictures with them. I don't like them, so I never bothered to snap pictures with them. Yeah. So that was just this about I and the soldiers. And yes, what else? The food. My God. Camp food. And let me know my last. In fact, I didn't eat much of camp food. I was just always about the hot water in the morning, because the cold Kaduna. No, my Jesus, don't even. You have to. We will wear nose masks. This one, nose mask became something we have to wear, part of our dress. It was not even mandatory. It was now, if you don't want to have kata, if you don't want the cold to enter your body, soul, and spirit, you wear cardigan, wear nose mask, wear socks. Some people will still wear pop socks, you know, just to keep warm. In the morning like this, you have to put your hand somewhere, wear glove and everything, just to. Let me say Kaduna is meaning low budget Canada. Let me just say that, low budget Canada. So I was always getting food at Mami Market. I was always always buying food, actually. Buying noodles. There is this woman that sells eba and okra soup mixed with ogbono. There's this leaf that she added and some stockfish, you know. I was always, it got a period, I don't even care if there are guys that are looking at me. I'll go there and I'll eat I want to eat about. Yeah, I had admirers too, secret crush and everything in camp. And I also crushed on people. But that is the story for another day. Maybe I'll mention it later on. So I had them like that. And that food is always delicious. Like, that is one thing. One of the things I missed in camp is the food, Mami Market food. There was after a week of living in camp, I was beginning to crave the Mami Market noodles. I was like, hey, I want to eat it, but I can't go back to Kaduna, And yeah, that is pretty much about camp. What else? What did happen in camp? What is happening in camp? Yeah, relocation. I submitted my relocation form, did everything necessary to relocate back to Southwest. Yeah, and yeah, we thank God. I thank God because it went through. And yeah, I'm serving in the Southwest. Not really far away from home, but thankfully everything worked out well. And I booked my flight to leave camp on the 15th of March. And then the flight was cancelled. Yeah, it was cancelled. And we were like, wait, calm down. I actually budgeted to lodge in an hotel overnight, 15 over 16. But then since I could get a flight on the 15th, so I said, no problem, let me just go on the 15th because my birthday is on the 16th and I would love to celebrate it with my family. So I had to that mind that I was very, very open. I was delighted. I was excited to go back home, leave the camp on the 15th. Then these people cancelled the flight and said, we are so sorry for the inconvenience, blah 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 blah, we have to shift it till the 16th. Well, on the 16th came, happy birthday to me. Yeah, I was so glad, I was excited. Yeah, it was my birthday, that day was my birthday, and I was leaving camp officially. By the way, I slept in the camp overnight. The camp director actually gave us the permission to sleep in the camp because of security, and there were soldiers that stayed behind. And funny thing is that I began to connect with those soldiers that night. We began to talk, I was beginning to see them on a different level, and I was like, wow, so you people have this kindness in your heart. And in fact, okay, so we got to the airport, Kaduna International Airport, to go to Lagos, and then we boarded the flight. Don't let me go into the details of the searching and everything. We boarded the flight, and the flight began to, in the air, in the ofurufu, the flight now began to do something. The flight began to do turbulence after turbulence. Oh Jesus, me that sat down beside the window when I was coming to Kaduna, I was flexing, I was happy. When I was going back, I didn't sit beside the window, but I was like, wait, God, oh my nervous, what's going on? Why is this plane doing biggie? And come and see the way I was praying. I began to pray, Father Lord, in Jesus' name, it is my birthday and not my death day. Please, I won't do this again. I began to pray, series of prayer that Lord, please, it's my birthday. Don't let my birthday be my death day. Please have mercy on us. Let's just land safely. I was just nervous. The day was, turbulence upon turbulence. I was like, why? Look, it's just Kaduna 1 hour. Kaduna to Lagos here. Turbulence. In fact, the plane was just doing it will shake, it will do it was not funny. But I'm so thankful to God for journey mercies. So when we landed, I actually talked to a friend that, am I the only one that felt this way? And the guy was like a grown-up man started talking. Like in his life, he's never going to board the plane again. Like, he's not doing again. Just because of on our journey and turbulence, but thank God we landed safely. Everything went well. I'm so grateful to God that I went to Kaduna and I came back safely. At least I got to eat. I had kilishi. They said it is kilishi. I don't know how to pronounce it. I enjoyed meat. Food is cheap in Kaduna. God. Food is cheap compared to the Southwest over here. Food is cheap, meat is cheap. I enjoyed myself, and I'm so happy that I actually get to have that opportunity at least once in a lifetime. I'm even thinking that the last 3 weeks. The last 3 weeks of NYSC should actually be spent in camp. What do you think? Alright, thank you for watching my video. So this is the first month. This is the summary of how I spent my first NYSC month. Don't worry, we still have second month, third month, fourth month of relocation PPA, finding of PPA, this and that, rejection and acceptance, accommodation and everything. I'm going to tell you everything without hiding anything. I won't withhold anything from you. I hope to see you in my next video. Don't mind me, I love the gist. So you can also share your camp experience before camp and after camp, or during camp experience in the comment section. I hope to see you also next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, please. Subscribe, and click on the notification button so that you can always get notification when I drop my videos. Okay, I love you and I hope to see you next time. Bye.